government at all levels is communicating with our friends in Paris. I've just spoken to President Macron. We had a very good call, and we both understand each other's positions and want to resolve these problems as fast as possible.
Very frustrating. We have family in Germany. It's Christmas in 2 days. We want to go back. We want to go home with wife, parents. Nobody can help us.
I want to stress that we in the UK fully understand the anxieties of our friends about COVID, their anxieties about the new variant. But it's also true that we believe the risks of transmission by a solitary driver sitting alone in the cab are really very low.
At the British ports and airports, hoping his countries imposed a travel ban on the UK. In the wake of a new, more contagious coronavirus variant, many countries have slapped tough travel restrictions on Britain. Hundreds of drivers from across Europe have queued up outside the Dover port. The lorries, mostly bound to France, hope to get back in time for Christmas. On Sunday, France announced a 48-hour ban on all travel from the UK as a precautionary measure. Addressing the situation, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson assured that everything was being done to end the ban on cargo travelling from the UK, and that delays at Dover port affect only human-handled freight.
The French government imposed restrictions on UK freight crossing to France when accompanied by a driver. And so today I chaired a meeting of the government's emergency COBRA committee in order to coordinate a UK-wide response. And it's vital first to stress that these delays, which are only occurring at Dover, only affect human-handled freight. And that is only 20% of the total arriving from or departing to the European continent, which means the vast majority of food, medicines and other supplies are coming and going as normal.
Currently, freight lorries cannot enter France, but trucks coming in the opposite direction are still allowed. Unaccompanied cargo, such as containers or lorry trailers on their own, can still be transported from the UK to France. Note that the Dover Channel is a vital trade route with about 10,000 lorries a day travelling between Dover and Calais in France during peak periods such as Christmas, largely bringing in the freshest produce. UK Transport Minister Grant Shapps asked people to avoid travelling to Kent. He assured the drivers that they will be able to go back to their homes and that an alternate facility will be operational soon.
That message has been very well understood today, and as a result, we haven't seen any problems in the area. Most of the lorries who are there are primarily European hauliers looking to transit back across to the continent, waiting. We will open up Manston Airport, as you said, Prime Minister, though for the time being it won't be for large numbers of lorries, but more for management purposes. And that's a facility we have ready because we've been planning for the end of the transition period.
The new virus concerns have left the Britons panicked. They are rushing to supermarkets, stocking up on supplies for Christmas. UK's top two retailers, Tesco and Sainsbury's, urged customers to shop as normal and said that they currently have enough supplies to last for Christmas. But there can be a serious disruption in supplies if the ban continues. The supermarket chains say that the supply of fresh produce like lettuce, broccoli, salad leaves and citrus fruit will be impacted. For more details, let's quickly go across to our London Bureau Chief Mandy Clark, who's joining us live with more details.
In the United Kingdom, the stranded truck drivers and travellers have clashed with the policemen at the Dover port in Britain today. These visuals on your screens are from UK's Dover port, where the skirmish has broken out between travellers and police. This happened after the stranded drivers and residents started protesting after being stuck for hours and even days in the southeast of England. Thousands of lorries, trucks and passengers have been stuck near the French border after France banned all travel between the two nations on Sunday. However, this protest and clashes happened despite the resumption of rail, air and sea services between France and UK. The deal was struck between both the countries on Tuesday, and the trucks arriving from UK as well as EU travellers and British citizens into France, but only after a negative test in the preceding 72 hours. However, today morning, long queues on the British side of the English Channel remained. Dozens of frustrated travellers were seen protesting and jeering at police officers as they waited to leave Dover's port.
I came here 2-3 hours ago via car, and I am now maybe 30 cars back there in the queue. But everything is right now like stuck because some cars blocked the entrance to the port because some people do not have a negative test result, but they do not want to make space for those people like me who do have a negative test results. So it's really annoying basically because those people who would be able to cross the border are not able now, and like everything is blocked now.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who rule well, who teach well in sound doctrine. Peace, blessings, and safety to the elected and nation of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this word in humility and sincerity as commanded by the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. My name is Brother Yaquam. I'm not coming back, Lord willing, with an edifying lesson to edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The water Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Kaya Rakah HaKodash, which means for the Holy Spirit to bring out this lesson. 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Why? Because the truckers can't come into the country. If the truckers can't come into the country, then the food and the goods and the supplies cannot come into the country. Therefore, the storehouses, these big box stores, will suddenly be found empty. Okay? And this is happening all because of the pride of the people, because you refuse to acknowledge Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You refuse to worship the one true power. Okay? 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. What we're seeing is Bible prophecy. What we're seeing is the words in the book come to life. Okay, that's what we're seeing. That's what we're witnessing. Okay, what we're seeing is a master at work. And that master is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So it's because of this coming famine that chaos and all hell is about to break loose, man. All hell is about to break loose on the planet Earth, okay? Because the supplies cannot come in. The cities are broken down, okay? There's no food in the stores. People are panic buying, you know, stocking up on a bunch of food, not knowing that it's not according to what you have in your cabinet if you're gonna be delivered from these times. Okay, what it goes according to is your spiritual bank. You know, how much treasures have you laid up in heaven? You know, this is Matthew 6 and 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt. And that's what we're doing now by doing this work, by pushing this ministry, man. We're laying up treasures for ourselves in our spiritual bank, so that when Jacob trouble hit at that climax, we can go into our bank and pull out money and pull out faith. Okay, but if we're not putting money and we're not putting faith into it now, best believe when that time comes, when the intensity is high, we ain't gonna have nothing nothing to withdraw because you didn't deposit nothing. It's very simple. Matthew 6:19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Again, you go back to 2nd Esdras. It said where thieves break through and steal. 2nd Esdras 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, steal their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, hey, a lot of people gonna get getting robbed, man. You know, it's not gonna matter if you got a whole bunch of food, because that food's gonna be stolen. Why? Because you laid up for yourselves treasures on earth. You know, you thought that would save you. Matthew 6:19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. You see? So wherever your treasure is, that's what your mind is going to be constantly focused on. If your mind is constantly focused on a job or a car or a woman or a child, then that's where your treasure is at, man. And then your treasure is not in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but if your mind is constantly focused on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then that's where your treasure is. Okay, your treasure is somewhere in eternity. 2nd Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And that's what we're doing. Okay, showing you that the fact that these truckers can't go into countries, that's prophecy. Well, you may say, well, that's a country, that's not a city. Well, a city is only as big as its citizens. The United States is one city. Ohio is a city. New York is a city. Cleveland is a city. Canada is a city. Okay, so it says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Meaning a man shall desire to go into a place with borders and shall not be able, man. And that's prophecy. And we're speaking these words of prophecy in your ears to give you warning, so that you can know what time that you're living in, if you're wise and if you're prudent. But if you're simple and you're a scoffer, then you're gonna think that you know, this is just a normal year. You got niggas scoffing at the name, man. Here it is, all this chaos in the world that Yahweh Shah is bringing, and niggas still scoffing at the name Yahweh Shah. Clearly, they don't know what the fuck time it is, man. You know? Clearly, they have no idea what this thing of ours is all about. It says 2nd Esdras 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Meaning what? They're going to come to pass. They're faithful and true. Okay, let's go to Isaiah. What's that? 43:16. Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want hurt mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. So no one of these prophecies is gonna fail in this book. Okay, that's why we're speaking to you the words of prophecy. Okay, we're showing you in the news that, hey, this is prophecy. Okay, and after this prophecy comes this prophecy. And after this prophecy comes that prophecy. Because we're prophets. Okay, we're seers. We have the ability to see before things happen. We are seers. Okay? Meanwhile, you have other false prophets that speak smooth things, tell you that, hey, this is not prophecy. Hey, this, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, trust this man. Go get vaccinated. You know? Isaiah 24:7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, the merry-hearted do sigh. Yeah, where's all the Merry Christmases? Ain't no Merry Christmas. Christmas is canceled in France. Christmas is canceled in the UK. Christmas is canceled in America. The merry-hearted do sigh. And rightfully so. It's about time these niggas sighing, man. Okay? because the earth has been defiled, man. The earth is defiled. Let's go to verse 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. You see? So now the earth is defiled. Okay? And so that's why the merry-hearted now do sigh. Okay? Man can't go into a city to see his family, you know? All houses are shut up that no man may come in. France is shut up. Belgium is shut up. You know, England is shut up. United Kingdom is shut up that no man may come in. Isaiah 24:7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth. Yeah, around this time you be hearing Christmas carols and, you know, people flying to and fro to see their family and all, you know. They got they got Santa Claus on the PA on my job talking about, ho, 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 I can't be with you this winter because of COVID. Put your mask on, Rudolph. All this bullshit, man. You see? Well, hey, at least he's not here, you know? At least the only thing I got to do with Santa Claus is him over the speaker, a 15-second message over the speaker, man. Because the mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink, there ain't no Christmas carols. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. All because the Lord said he hates your feast days. You know, he despises your feast days and your so-called holidays. Amos 5:20. Amos 5:21. It says, I despise your feast days. I will not smell your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. You see, Lord was never dealing with none of them Christmas carols and Silent Night and you know, all the other Christmas songs that they got, man. You know, Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, Satan is definitely coming to town, man. Santa is Satan, man. If you ain't figured out yet, Santa is Satan. And Satan is definitely coming to town. He's coming with that maximation, man. Okay, he's shutting down cities. He's shutting down borders. Okay, leaving men away from their wives to be alone with their children. Okay, to be taken advantage of. This devil is strategic, man. Okay, and like we said, all hell is gonna eventually break loose. In 2020 or 2021, all hell is gonna break loose, man. And if you ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua covering you, you're gonna perish. You're gonna get caught out there. Isaiah 24:8, the mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. You see, truckers stuck on the side of the road, sleeping in their trucks. Sleeping in their trucks, stuck at the border, can't go back into the country that they was just in, can't enter into the country that they was trying to go into. They just stuck in the queue, you know, until they surrender and be tested and a nanotechnology and nanobots be shoved up into the cranium. Okay, this is what's going on, man. Isaiah 24:11, there is a crying for wine in the streets, and these people want answers, and we have the answers, but the poor man's wisdom is despised. So, hey, you get what you get. You get what you get. You know, you didn't want to hear this, so you get what the fuck you get, and we don't give a damn. Proverbs, and that's for our family. That's for anybody, man. Perfect strangers, anybody. You reject this truth, you get what you get. You get the judgment that you get. You get caught up in what you get caught up in. You know, my cousin talking about she got to get a COVID test and she getting surgery. Well, you get what you get. You get what you get. Here it is. We've been doing this I've been doing this for over 2 years. You know, and you still ain't hearkening. You get what you get. But you thought I was gonna say I'm gonna pray for you? I'm not gonna pray for you. Why would I pray for you? The scripture say that the prayers of, if he did turn away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be an abomination. The Lord told Jeremiah, pray not for this people, for I ain't gonna hear it. Proverbs 29:1, he that often being reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed and without remedy. Proverbs 29:1, he that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. So who's ruling, man? Okay, who's ruling, man? Obviously the wicked. Obviously the wicked. So, hey, Lord, when this is edifying, that's pretty much the point. I just wanted to show them those clips, man, what's going on in the UK. Prophecy being fulfilled once again. The man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, and that's going to cause the coming famine. Okay, that's going to cause the coming famine. And, you know, that's when it's going to get crazy. That's when it's going to get real crazy, you know. When people don't have any food, you know, they lose it. They lose it. This is Psalms 59:15. It says, let them wander up and down for meat and grudge if they be not satisfied. See, people are going to have a lot of grudges, and that's when 2 Ezra 15:18, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword because of the lack of bread. All right, people are going to be wandering up and down, searching for food. Okay, and when they're not satisfied, it's going to get ugly, man. You know, it's going to get ugly. So we're right here at the door. The Lord said, when you see these things, look up, for your redemption draweth not. The Lord said, when you see these things, know that it is near, it is even at the door. You know? So, hey, Lord willing, edifying to the elect of Israel. My name is Brother Yaquam Amanah, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.